Time for Group D then. We've got Poland, Austria, the Netherlands and France all to compete together at a potential chance of getting to the knockout stages. Now, who do I think is the front runner in this group? I think it's pretty obvious. France will take that mantle, but who is going to be the second team to join them? Now, could France be that big team that drops out early on? It's going to be really interesting to see, especially with the discomfort around Kylian Mbappe, with obviously his move to Real Madrid being finally confirmed. Is that something which is going to play on the mind? Shall we take a look into the group? But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let me know your thoughts on who is going to win the European Championships down in that comment section. So here we have the first team then. We're looking at Poland from Group D. They face the Netherlands on Sunday the 16th at 2 o'clock. They then go on to face Austria mid-tournament and then they face France in the end. And I think this is going to be a really interesting group for the likes of Poland, the Netherlands and Austria, because as much as I don't think they have the same quality and capabilities as a France, I do think they have every opportunity to get out of this group. You look at the Netherlands, they have some really good players. Poland the same, Austria too. Now, if we do look at Poland's squad, now, a lot of these names will have changed. Some people may be still in, some people may be still out. I am recording this on the 5th of June because I go on holiday this weekend, so I'm just pumping a few videos, but you look at this squad, you look at the likes of Jan Bednarek, you look at Jakub Kiwor from Arsenal, Kamil. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below or in this top corner to stay tuned for all of my latest Derby County and Euro 2024 content. We've previewed pretty much all the groups so far. We've only got a couple left, so if you have not checked them out already, make sure you do go ahead and check that out on the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let me know who you think is going to win it down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next part of this video. Zicky, I didn't even know he was still playing. You've got Lewandowski up front, who is still absolutely incredible, and then obviously in goal you've still got Wojciech Szczesny, who is an incredible keeper. Now, one person who is missing from this list is Krystian Bielik, and I do have to just take a moment to just giggle a little bit because he left Derby County for Birmingham City to be able to play for his national team and in international tournaments, and he got relegated down to League One and is no longer in the squad. So it's sort of a bit of karma in my opinion. You'll have to let me know your thoughts down below. If you are Polish, let me know your thoughts. Did he deserve to be in the squad? Obviously, I'm not entirely clued up on every single player in these teams, but for me, I think he had a bit about him when he was at Derby County. I don't know if he still has it because I haven't really watched him at Birmingham, but he definitely has not hit the heights enough for the Polish manager to select him. So we now go on to talk about France. They start off versus Austria. They play Netherlands in the middle and close out the group versus Poland. And I do think this is going to be a really interesting group. I do think France are going to sort of... I wouldn't be surprised if they win every game. Like, I certainly would not be surprised if they didn't lose a game. So they certainly have the best squad in this group. You look at, even in the goalkeeper area, Mike Maignan from Milan. You've then got Pavard, Mendy, Upamecano, Koundé, Saliba, like Konate, Camavinga, like the names just go on. And I've not even said Kylian Mbappe or Ousmane Dembele or Antoine Griezmann. Like, they have so many good players in this squad, and it's going to be really interesting to see if Kylian Mbappe's situation with Madrid turns out to be a bigger problem for the French national team. We've seen it happen with national teams before, where players move from their club and it has an impact on the way a championships goes, whether that be qualifying campaign or something else. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the French manager deals with it. And obviously, some of these names may have dropped out, some may still be in. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this group does go. And now we take a look at the Netherlands. They start off versus Poland, and they go on to face France in the middle and Austria at the end. And I do think they're in a situation where they have some really good players, but do they have that firepower at the top end of the pitch? That is my question. That is the question I have for the Netherlands. Like, obviously they do have the likes of Cody Gakpo and Memphis Depay and Xavi Simons, but they don't really have a really good number 9. Like, Wout Weghorst isn't outrageous. Donyell Malen is struggling to really play for Dortmund, not really had the greatest of seasons. And it's one of those for me where you look at the back four, you look at the likes of Van Dijk, Nathan Ake, De Ligt, Dumfries, Frimpong, Van de Ven, incredible. You look at midfield, you look at Xavi Simons, you look at Frankie De Jong, Gini Wijnaldum, like Gravenberch. They've got some really, really good players in that midfield. And then you go to the front line and you're just sort of like, where are the goals going to come from? Now, Gakpo and Memphis Depay have scored previously for the Netherlands. They've scored a lot at club level, but are they quite the number 9, which the Netherlands need? Maybe not. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these go. And I do think that is going to be the thing which is going to set them back, really, in this group. I think they're going to really struggle without a proper number 9. I think Xavi Simons is going to have to be on his absolute best performances if he's going to help get the team out of the group. And he may not even start. And that is the question that they have. They seem to go through specific managers over and over again, and it's going to be really interesting to see how the Netherlands do. Now, we close out the group talking about Austria. They face France first. It's a really, really difficult start for them with France. Then they face Poland in the middle and the Netherlands last. I think they've got a really difficult start and a really difficult end. I think they could probably get the better of Poland in the middle game, but I think they might struggle against France and the Netherlands. Now, we do look at the squad. They do have some really good players in there. Like, you obviously look at the likes of Patrick Wimmer. You look at Marko Arnautovic. But even the likes of Marcel, Sabitzer. But the problem that I see with this team is there's no real superstar. Now, I don't know the situation with David Alaba, but he's not on this list. Now, that could have changed. Obviously, as I said, I've recorded this on the 5th, and all the teams are from ESPN's website on the 5th of June. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these do get on. Maybe Alaba's injured, but like you look at the likes of Andreas Weimann, former Derby County player in there. It's not like players who are going to really set the world alight, and that's something which does need to be discussed in this group. Is you've got teams who are like teams, and then you've got France who are superstars with your Ousmane Dembele, your Mbappes, your Griezmanns, your Zaire-Emerys. Like they've got incredible players in that squad at France, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this group does end up closing out, because I personally think France will win it, but it wouldn't surprise me if France end up out in the groups. Now, that is not me saying France are going to get groups. It's just me saying there is always that opportunity that a team just doesn't click. So it's going to be really interesting to see what does happen in this group. Obviously, you've got the Netherlands, who are incredible. You've got Austria, who could do something in this group. It's all about, can you get that team unity? And I think Poland, I think one of these teams in this group is going to get that third place, top of the third place to get through to the next round. You'll have to let me know your thoughts down in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button to push this channel to new audiences, and I'll let you catch up with the rest of your day. Make sure to go and find me on TikTok, pictured here, and Twitter, pictured here. These are the places where I'll keep you all up to date with all my upcoming videos and my thoughts and feelings around the Formula 1 and football weekend.